can sell one of them to get you a better phone, brother. All them rhinoceros horns in your pocket, and you couldn't get a
We are
better
not talking about phones here. Stop deflecting.
phone.
I have a good phone. I'm using a Nokia Android phone. You understand?
You're using a
And it's very
Nokia.
solid. It's a very solid phone. If you know the history of Nokia, you know
That's
the
not a
history of phones.
Nokia.
You know Nokia is a very solid.
That's not a Nokia.
So I don't know what.
That's not a Nokia. That's a no nigga. That's a no nigga phone. Not Nokia. It's no nigga. Because no nigga, I can't hear you. No nigga, my reception is dropped. So you have a no nigga phone. All right.
See,
But go
you
ahead.
can make fun of yourself all you want.
I'm
But I'm
making fun
far
of
greater than you. I'm better than you in every way. You understand? Because I didn't flee from my own land. I didn't leave my country to go and
this
be a
shit. I don't even
slave
believe
somewhere else.
you're in Nigeria. Well, you might be.
You see the thing about we Nigerians, we dominated the whole world, and when we come together, we will steal all the treasures of this world, all your lands, in fact, everything. We are going to steal everything from you guys.
So
You
you're
guys are
gonna
so scared
steal?
of us.
So you're gonna get together and steal from us?
We'll
Okay.
take everything they've taken away from us. We'll take them
Okay, I
back.
can't argue with that. I believe you. I believe you. And that one I believe. I do believe you'll get together and steal some shit. I believe that. All right. So anyway, Baba Tunde, that's really not a flex.
Thanks. Yeah, you understand. You guys are scared of us. You know,
But
all
you
you
need
people
to
doing,
steal.
all you Black Americans do.
Baba, what you need to steal is some root work deodorant. All right. Get some of that. That's the first thing you need to steal. And I suggest the lavender scent. All right. That's what you need to steal.
You actually were complaining about someone deflecting the other time, but you are the one who has been deflecting ever since. When someone makes his point, you try and go away from the point, and you
Because
make
you don't
nonsense, naughty jokes.
don't have a point.
Jokes that we made in nursery school. I made all these jokes while I was in elementary school.
No,
You understand? So try and grow
when
up.
you were in nursery school, you had on a 3-piece suit and some Reebok shoes, and the whole suit was musty, and you wore it the whole semester. So yeah, you were having those kind of problems when you were in nursery school. You were the only nigga in nursery school who had on a.
Don't worry.
You had on a romper with some church shoes.
You know, actually, my primary school actually was owned by a white woman. If you don't know, I learned a lot from their culture, from their language, and let me tell you something. They are beneath us. They are scared of us. That's why they come and use reverse psychology on us. But all this shit is not going to work anymore. We are going to take over everything. And make sure you Black Americans learn, you people will learn about your history. You learn about your culture. You don't even have any cultural heritage.
Okay,
you don't have any cultural.
Now, what's your culture? Tell us about your culture and your history. That's
I'm
what
a Yoruba guy. If you don't know,
I'm a
Yoruba guy. I am Yoruba. I am a descendant of Lamorudu. He left Saudi Arabia and came to reside in West Africa. After discovering all the treasures in West Africa, he came to West Africa to reside. So I'm a descendant from God himself. If you don't know the history of Yoruba tribe, you don't talk to me because you are beneath.
Now, what tribe?
You people should come back to Africa.
You're descendant of God. Nigga, well, God don't want you shitting in the streets. That's not what God wanted. That's not God-like.
God wants us
God don't want you sitting up there eating bush meat. God don't want you eating bush meat. All right? Don't put that on God. God didn't sanction none of that. You over there eating giraffe titties. That's not something that God wanted. Why are you putting that on God?
No, you don't tell me what God wants. Because when God gave us dominion over everything,
God
over the
does not want you
animals.
God doesn't want you eating meerkat meatloaf. All right?
He wants
all that
me
bush
to
meat y'all
eat
eating
anything I can eat. I can eat you if you are not careful.
Don't you eat me someday. I will knock that hairline.
You, bro, because I have dominion over you. You can see I'm a lion and I'm a lamb. I'm a lion and I'm a lamb.
You're a lion and
when I'm a lion, I can eat you. Yes?
Okay, yeah. Well, that sounds like a bush meat dish that you're preparing. lion and lamb meat. So I believe that too. So you are what you eat. And you eat bush meat, lions and lambs. All right. Anyway, Baba Tunde, let me let you get out of here because you're scaring me. All right. Lord, 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 Lord. Boy, the freaks come out at night, don't they? They come out. Anyway, let me get out of here. I've been on here way too long. It's been way too long. I've been over here for 3 hours, ladies and gentlemen, chopping up game with you guys. Speaking of musty, go to rootworkstyle.com to get the Rootwork deodorant. We got lavender, citrus charm, mango mojo, coconut butter, vanilla. So many beautiful Biloxi blueberry. Great, great scents. Rootworkstyle.com, ladies and gentlemen. Also, go to Hidden History Museum and get the Hidden Heroes from A to Z book. It's a children's book. Get that for the holidays, ladies and gentlemen. All right, guys, I'm up out of here, man. It's been real. Long conversation, but we had a great chop up. So I say, Papi Akute and Lola Vuve to the family. Peace. Some little slick stuff about our culture as he cosplays as us. You know what I'm saying? So he kind of said some little slick stuff. And
he said that FBA's lack of knowledge of self, something that Black activists been echoing for years.
yeah, but
That's like it's not out of pocket.
But damn it, you can't sit up and talk about we lack knowledge yourself, and you up here trying to cosplay as us, sampling our music and trying to look like us. You're not looking like a Nigerian artist. You look like a foundational Black American. So don't sit here saying that. You sound like a.
So that make him a musty tether?
Yeah, that's musty tether talk. Now I don't know if he is a tether or not, but that's musty tether talk, and I like his music. I like some of his music. But you're not going to sit here and wag your finger talking about we don't have knowledge of self and all of that when you're sitting over there, the majority getting smacked around by the white minority and Asian minority over there. Come on now. Right?
Okay. How about this though, right?
Mm-hmm.
Instead of gatekeeping, why not just get rid of Black?
Get rid of Black?
Yeah, get rid of it like locally and legally.
What sense does that make? What do you mean?
Like you know how the United States tried to call Asians yellow, like in the mid 20th century, and they just didn't participate in it, and it just went away.
Okay.
Kind of like the same thing, just get rid of Black, and you know what I mean, and just identify as a foundational Black American. That way you don't have to gatekeep anything.
That don't really make no sense. And we already identify as foundational Black Americans and not African Americans. And if you want to go there, talking about what the white man gave, the white woman gave your country the name Nigeria. Why don't you change your name of your country?
I'm not Nigerian, but
right. Okay, but
what does that got to do with anything?
Lineage is over there. You're a continental African, and you're speaking of Vernacular and all of that. So you have somewhat of a camaraderie with other continental Africans. So why don't they change the name of the country over there? Huh?
I don't know, but you don't think that that's a good move to get rid of Black?
No.
I mean,
no, and
everybody identifies as Black. I mean, the immigrants who identify as Black, as long as you identify as FBA, you won't be caught up in that group. Or
what do you identify as?
Me, African.
I mean, but now Africa's pretty damn big. When you're in Africa, you identify as African. What do you identify as over there?
Hey, I don't want to be, me put in a box. I'm just African.
No,
you know what I mean?
Y'all know, because y'all got a gazillion tribes over there. So, yeah, you're not even being honest about that. You don't have African pride. This is what I'm saying. Change your name from African pride because you're too ashamed to even say what you call yourself over there. You're being vague. You have no African pride. See, I got FBA pride. I ain't got
No, I don't want to. I don't put myself in a box because
Okay,
I've gone through a lot of.
box your ass out of here. I don't want to hear all that shame tether talk. You can't even name what tribe you call yourself over there. You know you do. You don't call yourself African or African pride. You ain't got no damn pride. We got FBA pride. See, we stand on our lineage. We ain't got no problem. We'll tell you where our families are from. Alabama, North Carolina. You know what I'm saying? We're foundational Black Americans. We ain't no shame in that. We stand on that. Yeah, miss me with all that nonsense, dude. Let me get our brother Eric Johnson in the building. Let's get EJ in here. What's up, brother EJ? Turn the mic on. Yes, sir. How are you, brother?
Tariq, you there?
Yes, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Can you hear me?
You can hear me, Tariq?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Wait a minute, y'all.
Oh, I can't. No.
Thumbs up if y'all.
Okay, let me have him come back up. I could hear him. I could hear him. I don't think he could hear. He couldn't hear me. All right. So I have him call back up. All right. Let's get Elevate in the building. Elevate. Elevate in the building. Elevate. What's up, brother?
How you doing, Mr. Nasheed?
I'm good. Elevate. How are you, sir?
Man, I'm doing well. You know, practicing some self-discipline, reading late, early in the
What
morning.
book now?
What'd you say?
What book you reading now?
The Way of the Superior Man. At this point,
Oh yeah. Good book. Very good book.
yeah, I got it from Nipsey. I heard y'all talking about him earlier. I just heard him talking about it on the podcast. I figured I'd pick it up.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. What's on your mind, brother?
Man, I don't know. The world's kind of weird in my perspective right now. I mean, I'm 22, trying to figure it out. So I'm just attacking it without no guidance for real.
Yeah, man. You gonna be all right, man. You young, man. You got a lot of time to experience things and make some mistakes, learn from the mistakes. So yeah, you got time because you got youth on your side. You ain't got too many responsibilities. So this is the time to get out here and kind of explore and see what's out there and just experience life. It's very important to go out there getting experience and learning things and seeing the world when you're young. That's how you accumulate a lot of game. And people will look at that game and that game turns into wisdom. You got to be worldly. You got to get out there traveling, guys. You got to get out there and hit the pavement. All my 21-year-olds, 22-year-olds, 23-year-olds, get out there and explore the world. Get to traveling, get your passport, um, go around the country. Just go visit different cities first, then hit up different countries and just interact and vibe with people, man. That's why when y'all hear me talk to folks, I can listen to people and kind of tell where they're from damn near immediately. I can tell what part of the country they're from just from experience. I've been all over the place experiencing people and vibing and then going around the world and experiencing the world. But just here in the United States, man, just there's so many phenomenal brothers and sisters here on this soil. That's the thing, man. That's why we have to take pride in our own culture because we talk to fellow foundational Black Americans, man, and we all have phenomenal, interesting stories if we just really sit down and network and chop it up with people, man. When I travel the country and I just run into random people, even when people come to our events and we just get to talking about their family, I learn phenomenal things about people's personal families that were historically pertinent. Like I meet somebody from Mississippi, they're like, yeah, man, my granddad was the first Black man to become a lawyer in the whole state. And I'm like, oh shit. When I went to what was I was in Cincinnati. There was an area called Lincoln Park. I think that was the area. That's like a suburb of it. I think that's the name of it, which was a prosperous all Black area at one point that they were telling me about when I was there. Just little stuff like that, man. I learned so many phenomenal trivia tidbits just from talking to everyday average people, man. You think that they're average, you don't know what their background is. Like like a few months ago, I was talking about There's a black man from Kentucky who was a very wealthy potato farmer. He was